I'm crooked. There we go. I'm like, all right, let's get this going. I think I want another cigarette. Yeah, I'll have a cigarette in the meantime. Yeah. What have you been up to, Dot? That's cool. Which show? I'd love to know why that these never want to go through the fucking hole. Just open this up and use that. Jump it in. Oh, The Witcher? Cool. Oh, that's cool. I almost feel like I played that video game too. Like at one of my ex's houses or something. Okay, I have that. I'm gonna get this out. I love this deck. This is my sick deck. So sick. What up, Swayze? These cards are fucking beautiful, dude. No, not COVID sick, but it's funny you said that because the death card was right underneath. It's a little fucked up. Someone in here ever lose someone from COVID? Kind of crazy. I mean, I haven't. My mom has. What's up, people? Oh, yeah. Heavy energy. Heavy energy. Let's go. Thanks. I love sarcasm. It's like punching people in the face, but with words. I love this shit, too. I'm like, dude, I never wear t-shirts on here. Or in general, I hardly ever wear t-shirts. It's so weird to be wearing a t-shirt right now. All right, so what am I doing? Did someone in here want a specific tarot read? There was someone who requested earlier, but I think he left. Wow, that's funny. Ace of Swords again. That was the one that was at the top of the deck. Fool. So, Ace of Swords. There's more swords. I don't like this. Jesus. All right. I think that's a message from me. Not sure. So the Ace of Swords is kind of about in this deck it's going to be different. Let me just look at what it is. It says perched upon Dracon's tail. I don't know where it is. Wow, another one. 4 of Swords. Perched upon Dracon's tail, Ravenous verbalized her desires and dreams. Once the words were spoken, they extended to the realm of the air and to the universe. The universe had a rather mysterious way of beginning to lay out the opportunities to have desires come to fruition, provided Ravenous was willing to move forward and complete the work necessary. So I was actually going to say that it's about like creative opportunities and like passion, etc. But I wasn't entirely sure. I don't want to like say it if it's not the right one. The foundations of change begin by bringing your thoughts into open communication. Verbalize what you truly want with clarity. The clearer you present your desires, the more easily an action plan can begin to be formed, and your intentions have a way to manifest into reality. So, I might possibly be reading myself, but these cards also might be for someone else in here. So I'm not trying to read myself, but I'm looking at myself. And I haven't like directed to the universe yet. I want to do a collective reading. So I think that like personally, that's definitely for me. I don't know if I should like really get into it too much, but there are a couple of goals that I am trying to move towards. And I don't know. I think so. The Fool is about like friendship, new beginnings. Can also represent like naivety in the reversed position, but it's not. New beginnings, innocence, freedom, friendship, etc. Relationships, all relationships. So what those two cards just told me in my head, for me, this doesn't have to resonate with anyone else, but for me, it means that, I have a partner project that I'm working on, and I am. We just started talking about it earlier. So I'm excited. I have collaborations coming. I have just a lot of new opportunities, new ideas that I'm going to try and enact, and we'll see how it goes. Anyone want a personal tarot read? You can hop in the box. You don't have to we're not doing it date box style, but I did that so that way maybe some more people will come in. Hey, what up? Is it supposed to be Aron or Arion? Arion? What's up? You're good for now. Doesn't have to be you. Just in general. If anyone wants one. I gotta do this. Yeah, go that way. What's up, pretty girl? Sagittarius readings. I haven't done that yet. A reading for the sign of Sagittarius. I haven't done like the whole like zodiac sign readings yet, but I've been wanting to for a while. So you know what? Let's give it a shot. You never know. Can share this with my Sag friends. And end that. All right. So get a little more sage on this. There's a lot of energy coming out of this deck right now. All right. Tarot, Spirit, asking for your assistance, please. Can you give me a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius? Tarot, Spirit, asking for your assistance, please. Can you give me a collective reading for the sign of Sagittarius? This could apply to any you know what? I'm taking that. Oop. Hold up. I want all three of those. Hold up. And I want that. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to stop for 1 second. So we have 7 of Cups. We have Strength. We have the Moon. We have Queen of Swords. And we have 9 of Cups. So what I am seeing right now is that, first off, there could have been some deception or delays, possibly. I'm getting more delays. I don't think it's deception. And apparently Meet Me agrees because I got the hard eyes. So with the Moon card here, the Moon can mean delays, deception, mystery. The Moon rules over all that is unseen. This could also mean secrets. Well, this could be for him. I was getting a strong love in my head, like a love theme, because also, if you look at the 7 of Cups, you can see that there's 2 little hearts inside of this cup, and it's like the raven is like looking in kind of like lovingly. And then there's 2 hearts, one of which has a chain. And then it looks like there is a dragon and a raven, which is going to be hard for you guys to see, but a dragon and a raven that are like kind of entangled, and both of their like tails are going into the hearts over here. Like, you're not going to be able to see it that great. Sorry about that. And then there's strength. So there may be strength over a situation. Maybe there's a hardship that's going on right now. It could be deception too. It could be, I think strongly though, it's about delays. It's about, there is a delay around something. There's a hardship, and it's a hurdle that you need the strength to get over. And then eventually you will complete the cycle. So 9s in numerology are about completion of cycle. So we have 7 of Cups. We have Strength. We have the Moon. We have Queen of Swords. And we have 9 of Cups. So Queen of Swords can kind of represent like intellect, communication, swift action sometimes too. Like maybe there was a decision that was made or maybe needs to be made. That's what I'm thinking, actually. It needs to be made. Queen of Swords. Let me actually, hold on. 7 of Swords. That was there first. So let me look at that. Ravenous. Heard a noise in the sky and looked up. Dracon flew overhead, clutching swords. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong card. This is weird. It's not 7 of Swords. It's 7 of Cups. Sorry. Maybe this needs to be read. Hold on. I'm going to continue it. Clutching swords from questionable origins. A few of them slipped from his grasp and came falling down upon Ravenous, adding a momentary terror in her quiet day as she dodged them. You may feel you have full control of the situation and know all of the nuances of communications. However, there are some critical conversations that have evaded your awareness until, by chance, you catch a few pertinent details that come your way. I feel like that needed to be read for some reason. Okay, Queen of Swords was right there. I just saw it. Where did it go? So this is what I want, a Queen of Swords. And then I'll do the Cups one in a moment. The Queen's penetrating eyes stared directly at her quandary. She had little tolerance for insolence and trite behavior, had impeccable control of her verbal spars, and kept a tally of rights and wrongs of those who crossed her path. She was not an entity that anyone should ever consider showing less than class act etiquette. The energy of this queen is a force very few know exactly how to respond to. It calls upon you to hold you and everyone you meet to the highest ethical and moral standard. Either they meet it or they don't. You are not bound to give others a second chance, as you don't have time or the energy to waste upon those who are disrespectful to the rules. All right, yep, there's a cycle here going on. Yep. I was already thinking it. A decision needs to be made in regards to someone's relationship. And that could very well stem around communication. It could be that there's someone in your life. This could be a friendship as well. So this may not apply to just romantic relationships. This could also be about a friendship as well, where maybe either A, you can't see eye to eye with someone, or B, there's a conversation that needs to be had involving like either like lies or something that you found out that you didn't know about prior, or it could be, you know, like maybe it's even something that's internal. Like you feel like, you know, just because like, you know, feelings don't always equal facts, right? So, for example, I might feel that someone is doing something behind my back, but that doesn't mean that they are. However, you should always trust your gut. And if there are signs that are showing you that someone is doing something, this right here, this reading, this could very well be your sign that someone is doing something. And if so, just keep your eyes open and alert. You will understand this in due time. This reading will make sense. 9 of Cups. A younger Dracon grasped the cup of his dreams. He found it to be emotionally fulfilling within the narrow confines of his environment. Behind him, the cups of his ancestors. These are the little cups photo. The cups of his ancestors left behind stood in support of any path or need desired. You are able to achieve emotional fulfillment in your goals. Look back to generational life lessons and incorporate them as you are moving forward to attaining the best version of yourself. I'm going to read what it says for moon and strength. I already know what they mean, but strength could very well mean like you need strength or you have the strength to overcome anything, even if it's a deception, a delay, or a secret. It could be the most fucked up thing ever. You always have strength. Ravenous and Dracon found that as their energies melded together, they became a force which very few could oppose. Many found the emergence of this new entity to be intimidating, as there was expected truth and honesty from all who approached them. True strength came from a place of being open without fear of repercussions. Strength comes from acknowledging, accepting, and merging the dark and light aspects of the self to create a whole and balanced person. The experiences you have garnered throughout your life now influence how you approach situations and distinguish your boundaries. Your goals are much more attainable as you are no longer running from the truth. You are facing and using that reality to build the self into a confident, successful person. Oh, it will. My energy is on point right now. I know it is. I already know it is. I feel it in me. I've been waiting. I haven't done a tarot read in a while. Just been waiting. Something is on hold, too. There is definitely a delay around something. I don't know what. But there is absolutely a delay, and it's for a reason. Remember that setbacks usually happen because we either haven't learned everything from a particular situation or because there's a step that we need to take. So the moon. Ravenous kept her head held high, looking to the heavens and away from the scene below. She no longer desired to be the savior. Dracan had flown too close and broken the surface. The ocean caught him in the torrential current of emotions, controlled by the goddess divine. The moon card signifies that you have the power of choice. I brought this up earlier. There's a choice that needs to be made. You can choose to give in to the drama and emotional chaos of the moment, or raise your head high. Look to where you truly wish to be and work your way there. Your life is not bound by the emotions and choices of others, but only by how you chose to act. There's going to be another couple of cards I'm pulling for this. I do also find it ironic that at the bottom of my deck earlier, this Venus card was here in my astrology oracle deck. Venus is the planet of love. Love, beauty. It says, give and receive love, find value and see beauty. And you know what's funny? Right under that is Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. I'm a Taurus. I was thinking, is there a Gemini or a Libra in here? I know that's random. But I feel I'm like picking up on some sort of Gemini or Libra, just an air energy. It could be an Aquarius. Someone could also be dealing with opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. I know this card is very hard to see. I wish you could see it properly. Oracle, Spirit, asking for your assistance, please. May I please have a few cards dedicated to this Sagittarius reading? May I please have a few cards that are dedicated to the reading that I just did for the sign of Sagittarius? Tarot, Spirit, asking for your assistance, please. I would like to have a few cards dedicated to the sign of Sagittarius. Is that Pluto? I saw that. No, that's Saturn. So this is Libra came out. Wow. Consideration, fairness, and harmony. And then Saturn. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. Patience has come out twice. Someone needs strength and patience over a situation right now. Now, Libra is all about balance. Balance, justice, fairness, integrity, honesty. It says consideration, fairness, and harmony. This is the second time. I saw this card earlier before I started doing this specific reading. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So there's someone in here who their home life or their romantic life is being affected by some sort of restriction or delay, setback. Wow, that's funny. Taurus again. Trust, patience, and sensuality. Taurus is ruled by Venus as well, and Venus was at the bottom. So with all of that being said, and House 5, if I am correct, is also ruled by Venus. Might be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. I can look that up later. So someone here feels hurt or maybe burned. That's the word I'm getting, burned. Like someone feels, you might even feel spiteful for some reason, but I feel like it's more like an upset feeling just in general. funny. House 10 again. Hold on a minute. Oh, there's a couple more cards that need to come out. All right. And then I will read through these thoroughly in a moment. Universe, spirit guides, my ancestors. What else for the sign of Sagittarius? What else is going on for the sign of Sagittarius? There's definitely a decision, choice needs to be made. It's in regards to home life. It might even be in regards to a move, but I feel like this is more so romantic, or maybe like someone has a roommate that they need to get rid of, and roommate won't leave. You never know. Oh, something came out as I said that. What is this? Oh, 2 came out. Whoa. These are technically reversed, but I don't think that this deck does reversals. We'll see. House 4, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Something is affecting your home life. The South Node. The South Node, I was talking about this earlier as well before I did this tarot read. Something that you are destined to release. So this could be a person, a place, a thing. It could be a situation. It could be an experience. It could be something internal. It could be something that's an external influence. Remember that in life, you are never bound to anything in this life. If you feel that one day you're uncomfortable with something, or you want to move on to another area in your life, you have that ability. You can do anything that you want to do in this lifetime, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what you tell yourself, what you think, you can do anything. So whatever it is that you want to start putting your focus on, I highly suggest you do that. Put your focus on where you want to create this joy and abundance that will come into your life. Some of us think that we have to stay in a certain situation. That's never the truth. You don't have to stay at that job that makes you miserable, in a relationship that makes you miserable, in a place, a home environment. Maybe someone in here is even craving to have a family, or have a happy family or home life. You can create that, and you know exactly what you need to do in order to attain it. So whatever it is that you feel inside, go ahead. Release whatever needs to be released. As it says, destined to release. South Node. I do feel like there's something also around children. Children or family. It could also be like maybe something happened in someone's childhood that they have to release or forgive. Maybe we have to forgive someone, forgive ourselves, forgive another person. Forgive yourself for what you did not once know. That's another thing that popped into my head. That's been popping into my head all day today. Forgive yourself for what you once did not know. Take it how it resonates. Oh, wow. Hold on. At the bottom of the deck is house 3. Early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. Again, there is communication. But I'm so sorry. I know that this is really hard to read, but again, childhood relation. There's a strong child theme coming up. Ooh, house 7, right under, and Venus. Wow. I can't make this up. Wow. House 7 is profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. And I hope no one is crying listening to me right now. I feel like that might even be a thing. Or getting upset. Please don't get upset if you are. Venus again, give and receive love. Find value and see beauty. Also, find your self-worth and find the beauty in yourself and who you are. Because you know what? There's beauty in everything in life. Go out in nature, get grounded. House 9, spiritual growth. Do you know how you grow spiritually? You get in tune with nature. Right under that is yang, proactivity, expression, doing and forward motion. It says doing and forward motion. So like you have to take action. You got to be proactive. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. After this, I think oh, hold on. Okay, wait. There's 2 more I have to do now. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. Maybe there's a collaboration with someone. And then square, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. I've been seeing a lot of themes about mountains lately. And then I just have to do this. Taurus. Again, Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. Notice how the smoke was going heavy over the screen when I was saying that. Heavy over the screen. It's like it's drawn to me. It's literally like it's coming right to me right now. Like now it was going towards the phone, but it moved a little bit, but that shit was coming right towards me. And then it moved. Fine, call me a liar. So, with everything that I just said, I think it's time to delve deeper. And I want another cigarette. Ooh, so many cards. I feel good though. I don't know why. Like I feel like I should feel the energy of this deck, like feel like a negative sense, but like I mean this actually resonates for me totally. Like in so many different ways, it's not funny. You know what? This reading, maybe Taurus keeps coming out so much because there's a Taurus in here who needs to hear this. Eric. Oh my God. All right. Anyway. Steps. I just noticed I have house 3, house 4, and house 5 on the table right now. And as soon as I look down, I go steps. Like that just popped into my head, steps. And then we have house 9, which 9s are about completion of cycles. And we have house 7. All right, so the zodiac signs that came out are Libra, Gemini, and Taurus. That doesn't have to be your zodiac sign. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Taurus, or you might even have that strongly aspected in your birth chart. You can find your birth chart by going to Cafe Astrology and searching for birth charts. So we have a lot of houses. So there's a lot of things that are requiring our attention right now. And I also feel like maybe someone is overwhelmed with choices. Or maybe it's not choices, maybe it's decisions. Overwhelmed with decisions that have to be made. And this can be in regards to home life, children, and or relationships. Any of those. Here it is. So, with all that being said, let's get started. That's ironic that I had this bookmarked and I did not know, and it was on the moon. So that's a 2-time moon card coming out. I want to read this. The moon is a symbol for spirit. It represents the deepest, eternal core of who you are and the interior world of your soul. It's your subconscious, which speaks through psychic revelations and bone-knowing intuition. It's the watery womb from which you came and your sense of home and security. Home, another theme. Mother Moon is nostalgic in her timeless depths. She's tethered to the past, and with her porous memory, she encodes your emotional response to life. The energetics of this are soul, memory and the past, sense of home and security, and mother. The experiences, it says your emotional response to life, how you nurture yourself and others, psychic revelations, bone knowing intuition, and your experience of feminine energy. So, like, for example, if you have a negative experience with maybe your mom, or you have a positive experience with your mother, these are going to affect you throughout your life. It doesn't even have to just be your mother, but the mother is the root of all, if you think about it. You know, when you go back in time, your relationships in this day and age correlate to how you were raised. Also, I love how I'm not trying to be poetic, but, you know, it just comes out of me. Whatever. Don't even gotta try. Saturn. I opened right up to it. That's perfect. Saturn is the hard-edged planet of tough love. So maybe someone received a lot of tough love growing up. In its realm, you feel an innate sense of lack, shortchanged, or even doomed. But through patience, again, patience is another theme. It keeps coming up. Self-discipline and hard work. It's also where you experience profound growth. This planet is expressed in mythology as Kronos, the old king god linked to authority, tradition, and established institutions. He respects triumphs earned through persistence and measured time. Wherever Saturn touches feels broken. But these restrictions are an energetic training wheel, in place not to torture, but to teach. You're given pain, which forces you to look at wounds and fears, pushing you to grow, and you're given limitations, so you work methodically. Saturn illuminates the fractures your soul wants to reconcile in this lifetime. And these faded wounds need your sober attention to heal. They need your sober attention to heal. Don't numb your pain. I don't know if anyone in here needs to hear this, but if you are smoking it away, drinking it away, gambling it away, go back, go within. What's bothering you? What's really bothering you? Think about it, and the answer will come. The key words of Saturn are restriction, scarcity, patience, time, hard work, tradition, and authority figures. The experiences, it says, where you feel inadequate, where you experience oppression, where you learn persistence and self-discipline. I feel very called to read this. I'm going to read it. The omen of Saturn. Where in your life do you feel a faded sense of lack? Where in yourself do you feel deeply insecure or inadequate? And it's funny because at the beginning of this reading, the word insecurity and self-conscious kept popping into my head, and I didn't know why. And it's not me. It's not my energy. So I don't know. Someone needed to hear that. Your guides know the tender nature of these questions and remind you the truth of your soul is innately whole and unconditionally worthy. Yet here on earth, human brokenness so easily hardens into shame. Can you shift your perspective and see any broken pieces as potent opportunities for growth. These fractures are perfectly designed by the all-loving universe, encoded with the medicine you need. Call on courage and commit to a healing path. Start by shining a light on the darkness within. What does it look like? Where does it come from? What do you see? This is the work your soul came here for, and alchemy is your birthright. Now, the South Node also popped out in this reading. The South Node is what you're destined to release in this lifetime. So, with Saturn and the South Node coming out, there is something within that you have to release in order to heal. I love when this app glitches out and the confirmations just come. Love it. So we did Saturn and we did square. No, we didn't do square. Did we do square? I feel like I just read something. No, I read the moon. That's right. Did not read square. Oh, Venus had popped out too. I don't know. You know what's weird? I don't know where the Venus card went. Weird. It's disappeared, but it was here. Oh, and apparently, that's funny. I didn't know that I put the South Node back in my deck, and that was at the bottom. Well, at the top, technically, of the cards I just flipped over. Interesting. Let me look at this side. There's Venus. Right here. Venus. Venus is the sensual planet of love and beauty. Its energy affects how you engage with the world around you, how you give and receive love, what you value, and your perception of beauty. There's natural joy, flow, and ease with Venus, and it illuminates your talents and gifts and where you find pleasure. Venus is the other side of the moon's receptive, feminine coin. Both reveal your needs and relationships, but Mother Moon is tribal, while Venus is an independent lover, embodied in myth by Aphrodite, a goddess desired by all and devoted only to self. Similarly, Venus reveals the people and relationships you're drawn to as reflections of your own self-worth. With Venus, you explore self through the mirror of another. The keywords here are the energetics, our self-worth, intimacy, beauty, and pleasure. The experiences are giving and receiving love, what you desire, and what you value. Now we have square. Wherever that is. I'm going to try and find that. It's in the back. Yeah, there it is. A square occurs when two planets sit 90 degrees away from one another. This is the most challenging dynamic to work through because it implies both an internal and external struggle. These are not only energetic blocks, but obstacles experienced in the world. It's vital to identify and support the squares in a chart because if abandoned, this aspect can become a dooming, self-fulfilling prophecy. Remember that the story that you write for yourself is the story you live. So if you sit here and you're living in a doom and gloom mindset, you're going to experience that. And, you attract also what you are. So if you are, let's say that you have very low self-esteem, you're insecure, you're not confident, you're going to attract people in your life who are also that. Now, if you're confident, you feel abundant, you feel worthy of things, you will also attract these things, these people and opportunities, you will attract it. Internally, squares create feelings of confusion, conflict, or even paralysis in their energetic realms. And these blocks are magnified by outside events, which seemingly conspire to reinforce the challenge. Understandably, you might feel destined to fail in the face of a square, but you must persevere with courage. That's another theme that's been coming up, courage and strength. The journey through the sludge becomes your greatest teacher and leads to even greater rewards. And while squares require lifelong nurturing, in working with their energy, you discover your biggest opportunities for growth, achievement, and alchemy. Alchemy really is just transmuting things, right? You can be an alchemist by transmuting your pain. You don't have to sit here and mix potions. I opened right up to house 5. This joyful space holds the simple pleasures of being alive. It reflects your creativity and where you feel confident and free. If looked at from the perspective of a lifespan, it's the grounded, nurtured human now relishing in self expression. It's the singer's song, the extrovert's party, the flirt's love affair, the natural home of self assured Leo and ruled by the sun. It's where you radiate and shine. Being a house of fun and confidence, it's also where you feel empowered to take risks. Describing where and how you play, this space is linked to children. It can show your relationship to kids, your own or others, and your general approach to parenting. It reveals how you release the weight of adulthood and allow your own spirited inner child the freedom to express itself. It's your zest for life and where you find joy and passion. So these are the energetics: self-expression, joy, confidence, passion, creativity. The experiences: taking risks, play, love affairs, relationship to children, and approach to parenting. House 4. Like the roots of the tree of your life, this house sits at the base of your chart. It reveals your basic sense of security and the influence of your childhood home. It's your experience of parents, especially the primary caregiver or whoever you leaned on for mother energy. Did you grow up in a safe, nurturing space? Or did home feel unstable and love feel conditional? If looked at from the perspective of a lifespan, this is interesting. That's the second time I've heard that. It's the vulnerable child craving comfort, support, and consistency. Were those needs met? It's the budding human taking shape and nesting within a home or family, echoing for better or worse where you feel most comfortable and at home as an adult. Ruled by Mother Moon and the natural home of domestic Cancer, this space reveals where you seek private peace and comfort. It's the cultural and family roots that color the backdrop of your upbringing. It's your formative, ingrained place in the world and the root of your identity. Its energies reveal the home life you have or hope to build. These all resonate with what I was saying earlier, before these cards even came out. Energetics, cultural and family roots, where you seek private peace and comfort, the home life you desire, and parents, specifically the mother. Experiences, nesting within a home or family, influence of childhood home. House 3. This space reflects your rational mind, communication skills, and the early experiences that shaped them. Same line. If looked at from the perspective of a lifespan, it's the wide-eyed child who absorbs all surrounding information. It's the natural home of Gemini, a butterfly of the zodiac, insatiably curious as it gathers information. Ironically, we did have Gemini pop out as well, which has butterflies in it. Mercury ruled, it tells the story of your mentality, your primary development years, including early learning and schooling, in the echo of those experienced in present day. Remember, I said earlier that we all write ourselves a story. We all have our own narrative of this life. It can be happy, or it can be fucked up and filled with trauma and bullshit. If yours is the latter, please find forgiveness for both yourself and for others. Here lies your earliest years of exploration through immediate surroundings. It's the short journeys of childhood, soccer practice, summer camp, experiences with siblings and childhood community. As these relations affect your approach to adult interaction, they are the shapers of your verbal and physical communication. Did you feel free to express yourself and listen to as a child? Or did you feel shut down, silenced, or invisible? The keywords here are mentality, the rational mind, communication skills, and networking. The experiences are early learning, exploration through local surroundings, and experience of siblings and or childhood relations. I'm just going to read this first little part. Can you recall a time where you felt scared to speak up or even silenced? Revisit this memory and, with the wisdom and conviction of your highest self, tell the little you inside, your voice matters. You are worthy and your voice matters. You know, the strongest form of validation does not come from another. The strongest form of validation comes from within. House 7. Ruled by Venus. This house holds your intimate relationships. These are the people you attract by way of friendship, romance, and even business. Again, if looked at from the perspective of a lifespan, it's falling in love and marriage, but more figuratively, it's your partnerships of all kinds and the condition of your relationships. These are, of course, direct reflections of your own self-image. And why this realm echoes the energetics of House 1, relationships are where you explore self through the mirror of another. I'm not going to read this whole thing. There's another, giving and receiving love here. In the experiences, it says exploring self through the mirror of another and giving and receiving love. The energetics of this card are profound relationships, intimate partnerships, marriage, and known opponents, which I find kind of interesting. House 9. This wide open space reflects your higher mind and life philosophy. Within a lifespan, it's a period of spiritual growth and gaining a broader perspective. It reveals your ethics in anything that opens the mind, such as higher education and foreign travel. Just saying, even this, what I'm doing right now, spiritual growth. Or, are you an adventurous spirit craving growth, or a creature of habit, comfortable in your corner of the world? Do you feel free or restricted? That's another theme here, restriction. Jupiter ruled. This space reveals your relationship to expansion and the things that block or support your quest. So by me saying that, what are you destined to release? According to your self node, what are you destined to release? The energetics of House 9 are life philosophy, ethics, and place of worship. The experiences are spiritual growth, the long journeys, foreign travel, gaining a broader perspective, and higher education. I heard something in my head also as I was reading this for the long journeys. Someone might feel like they've been on this long quest to find something, and you don't know that you've already found it. It's already inside of you. You know exactly what it is. Whatever popped into your head as I'm saying this, that's probably it. So maybe we feel like we've been on a long quest to find love, but love exists within us. The strongest form of love is self-love. The love that you give to yourself, it does not come from anyone else. Now I'm going to try and find yang. Actually, hold on, self-notice here. So the energetics of this card are destiny and fate. And of course, experiences are destined to release. Where the North Node is the quote unquote head of the dragon, the South Node is the tail of the dragon, representing what your soul is moving away from in this lifetime. This dragon is a karmic axis, an imbalance you have incarnated to heal. Your soul aches to leave your South Node because you've spent previous lifetimes stuck in this space. So much so that you have underdeveloped its opposing realm. And while you're tempted to cling to the comfort of the South, it blocks the flow of your life. There's an unchangeable current carrying you in the opposite direction. Go on the yang. This is the energy of the divine masculine. One half of creation, this force pushes the spiritual realms inward night into the physical light of day. Outward and proactive, it brings forth material life. This is a dynamic, manifesting, doing energy. It's tangible and linear. 1 + 1 = 2. It's ego and living consciousness and the named, spoken, expressed realm of waking life. Being an active creative force, it's linked to the elements of fire and air. Sagittarius is a fire sign. We also have two air signs that came out in this reading, Libra and Gemini. And at the beginning of the reading, I also felt like there was Libra and Gemini energy in here. So there was. Yeah, it's linked to the elements of fire and air. This is not the realm for water's emotions or earth's patience. As a result, all fire and air signs within the zodiac are considered yang. Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Keep in mind that this is distilled masculinity. It makes no reference to physical sexes. Yang energy lives within both male and female bodies. The energetics are proactivity, expression, masculinity, outward and physical. The experiences are forward motion and doing. The shadow side is impatient and aggressive. There's another theme about speaking your truth here. The omen of yang. Venture into the light of day. Speak your truth and be seen. Now is a time to engage with the world. Begin a project. Take that leap of faith. Share your ideas. Birth your inner world into waking life. You have angelic support in manifesting the life of your dreams. As a long-term practice, consider your balance between yin and yang, your spiritual and physical life. Both vital energies ebb and flow within as two sides of creation. Do you feel a harmonious balance? And then I'm just going to read the keywords for the zodiac signs. So the energetics for Taurus are lover of beauty, stability, patience, and trust. The experiences are experiencing life through the senses, accumulating things of value, and the shadow side of Taurus is being materialistic and stubborn. Gemini. The energetics are curiosity, intellect, versatility, quick to move, quick to change. The experiences are learning, communicating, networking, socializing. The shadow side is lacks focused attention, restless, and aloof. Sounds like ADHD to me. Libra is energetics, beauty, justice, fairness. The experiences are peace and balance, partnership, and consideration. The shadow side of Libra is indecisive and a flimsy sense of self. Gotta have that confidence. With that being said, I'm confident that this reading is over. So if anyone in here, those glitches, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. If anyone in here is a Sagittarius or you know a Sagittarius, maybe that reading is for them. Or it could resonate if you have Sagittarius strongly aspected in your birth chart. Again, you can find that out by going to Cafe Astrology and looking at your birth chart. You need your time of birth, where you were born, and of course the day and the place that you were born. So I think I said that actually. Whoops, whatever. Anyone who's in here, thank you for listening to that. I appreciate it.